Welcome to day 4 of our 8-night Caribbean cruise on Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas. Today is going to be a fantastic day. We are in
San Juan, Puerto Rico. We don't get there until 2:30 this afternoon. So this morning was kind of like a sea day morning. It was relaxing. But this afternoon, we love San Juan.
Yeah.
It is a great port. It's super walkable. Like, you arrive right there in Old Town.
Yeah, and we're going to try and go visit the forts out there and explore Old Town. It's an amazing place to visit. It's beautiful.
I love San Juan. Absolutely love it.
So this morning we did sleep in, and then we went to the main dining room for breakfast.
Which was great.
Yeah.
You know, I had, of course, a coffee and orange juice.
I had the little yogurt parfait with granola and strawberry yogurt for kind of an appy, and then we had some main courses.
Yeah, I had the French toast, which wasn't huge, so I would suggest ordering some sides with it. I got some eggs with it and some bacon and hash browns. It was good. The service was really fast, and it was nice.
Yeah, and I had the breakfast burrito, which had eggs and bacon in it. Came with guacamole, sour cream, and salsa, which was really good. It wasn't huge. Again, I would probably recommend getting some sides. I had sausage, bacon, and hash brown with that as well. So, but I know you
had guacamole.
You were jealous.
I was
of
like, guacamole for breakfast? That's awesome.
But yeah, that was in the Sapphire restaurant, so it was enjoyable. And then there's still stuff happening this morning. We kind of need to pack up and get ready for San Juan, so we're all ready to go when we can disembark around 2:30. So we'll do some more here on the ship, and then we'll head into port. Any other thoughts on this morning?
No, it's just a lovely morning. You know, and you're looking... Oh, yeah, what?
I did remember. We walked through the buffet.
Yeah.
Well, we stopped for coffee in the buffet.
We did.
But they had chopped fruit available.
Which you love.
I do. I like taking a bowl of chopped fruit, watermelon and pineapple specifically, and bringing it back to the cabin for tonight for a late night snack.
And I did notice they had like a fruit salad bowl, but they also had fruit separated, like if you just wanted watermelon or you just wanted pineapple.
And when I say chopped fruit, no rind on it, just like cubes, which is nice.
You can eat it with a fork.
Yeah, I don't have to.
So we may have some in our cooler in here for later on today.
So, so we're going to head out shortly. You know, I'm going to invite you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on this week's adventure if you haven't done so already. But let's dive into the rest of today on the Adventure of the Seas and San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're enjoying a beautiful late morning out here on the deck, and others are as well, enjoying the loungers, the hot tubs, and the pools.
Some of the cruisers are even taking in a Caribbean line dance class that runs from 11:30 until noon.
Off the edge of the ship here, we can see land, so we are probably not too far from San Juan, but we're going to head down to the Island Frenzy Parade starting at 12:45 in the Royal Promenade. Lunch in the main dining room, and we're sailing into San Juan. Our scheduled arrival time is 2 o'clock and the estimated ship clearance is 2:30, so it looks like we're running about half an hour ahead of time, which is great news. We're going to head into San Juan. We want to start out at the fort up here on the hill, then we're going to head across to the other fort. So we've got San Juan, Old Town here, and then the other fort is off to the left. And we're just about docked here and ready to go. Just about ready to get off here in San Juan. Came back to get our bags.
And we have a new friend here.
We do. Hello, Mr. Elephant. We are cleared to head ashore.
About half an hour early, too.
Yeah, it's just about 2 o'clock, so we're going to head into San Juan.
Our all aboard today is 8:30, so we need to make sure we are back before then. This is an easy port to get off on. We are docked, so there's no tendering, and it's quite a short pier.
At the end of the pier, there's people selling excursions if you'd like to book something last minute. And underneath the Hotel Rumba is Walgreens. So if you forgot anything on your cruise or just want some snacks, you can head over here. $1.29 for drinks at Walgreens, so pretty inexpensive. We're gonna head up to the first fort right now, the smaller one. There's a Starbucks right here if you're a Starbucks person. I love the brick streets here. All the colorful buildings. There's the first fort up on the hill that we're headed to. I love all the colors here.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. The architecture is really neat. The I love San Juan sign. I guess we have to hike the hill to get in. I wonder what building that is. Do you know?
Well, I printed off this nice map and I left it at home, but I took a picture of it.
So you did know what building that. Looks kind of government-y to me. So these are National Historic Sites, and the first one is Castillo San Cristóbal. That's the one we kind of quickly saw there. And then the second one, the big one, is Castillo San Felipe del Morro. That's about a mile away. So we'll start out with the smaller one here up the hill. So this first one's only about a 10 or 15 minute walk from the ship, so it's nice and close. Castillo San Cristóbal, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Adults are $10. Children are free. We actually have an annual pass, so we can use that to get in. And they don't accept cash, so you need to use a card. There's our ship over the building, so you can see it's not that far. We need to go get our national parks passport stamped here in the bookstore.
Here in the courtyard, you can learn about the 3 different flags, as well as you can check out the many rooms that line the courtyard. Inside, you'll find vast information on the history of the fort, as well as some maps that help explain the area.
There's also several lookouts that look over the city, so make sure to check those out. Really low doorways, so watch your head. Through here you'll find cannons. Really neat to look at. Across the way is the troop quarters upstairs. There's also a walkway to the upper area. We'll be up there in a moment. If you need restrooms, they have them here as well. And one of my favorite spots for photos is over here. We've got the ship in the background and Old Town San Juan off to the right.
Underneath the troop quarters, you will find more rooms with more cannons. But we're going to take the interior staircase up to the troop quarters to check it out. Upstairs, you find large open rooms with views overlooking the courtyard. I imagine this would have looked so different many years ago when this place was full of soldiers.
From the troop quarters, we can head up the circular staircase all the way to the upper observation area. This goes around and around till you get to the top. Out the door, and again, fantastic views from up top. If we look down in the other direction, you can see truly how large this fort is.
Heading down the ramp, which is actually quite steep, it'll take us down to the courtyard. And there's a tunnel there that goes under the ramp, through the wall, and takes you out to a lower platform.
Here you'll also find great views as well as this lookout with views of the ocean and all the way down to the other fort we're going to visit, Castillo San Felipe del Morro. All right, we're done at the first fort there, and we're going to head over to the second one way down at the peninsula there. This is the one with the big grassy fields in front of it. So beautiful down here.
It's really pretty, and this wind is delightful because otherwise it would be hot.
Yes.
Really hot.
The walk between Castillo San Cristóbal and Castillo San Felipe del Morro is about a mile, and there's sidewalks the whole way. It's about a 20 to 25 minute walk. There it is. We're just about there. So there's that historic cemetery down there. And then the big fort on the other side of the fields.
This is the Santa Maria Magdalena de Pazzis Cemetery. It is a Catholic cemetery constructed in 1863.
It's also famous for flying kites here, so there's a few people out today. Warm enough for you?
Definitely.
It is a hot day out here. Even though our ship arrived early at 2 p.m., the forts are only open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., so we're feeling a little rushed. We're here about an hour before closing.
Good thing to know though, admission gets you into both forts, so make sure you hold on to your receipt so that you don't need to pay twice.
And if you have a National Parks passport, don't forget to get that stamped as well.
It's hot.
It is hot, yeah. There's a warning. The Castillo San Felipe del Morro courtyard is beautiful. It's a bright, vibrant yellow color. There's a lot to look at and learn. You can wander through the barracks. The flags. A fort model. You can learn about the mortars and the cannons. There's a lot to see.
What I love is the astounding view and refreshing breeze. I just have to peek over the edge here and I can look all the way down to Castillo San Cristóbal, where we were earlier.
I love wandering into the lookout towers and taking a peek. And cannons still line the edge of the fort. There's so many lookouts. This one looks over the lower courtyard area. You can see how high we really are.
Inside the jail, they have a recorded presentation that you can take in, plus there's fans if it's hot outside.
You got thrown in the clink. Ouch! I just hit my head. What's your head? Hurts. I just smashed my head.
Not the first time either, is it?
No, that's the second time I hit my head. I need a helmet in here. You can explore the upper area above the courtyard. Where you'll find a lighthouse. And you can look over the wall down below. Just be really careful as there's no guardrails. And it is quite high, all the way from my shadow way down there. And across the fields to Old Town San Juan.
We will head back down the ramp and to the main courtyard and look for the staircase that takes us to the main firing battery.
It's quite a long staircase down to the lower level area.
And they do ask that people stay off the middle ramp section.
Down here, you'll really see how tall these walls are. And there's more lookouts that are really tiny. I highly recommend you take off your backpack before you get in here because it's kind of hard to turn around.
Are you talking from experience?
I am. You'll also find a beautiful lookout area that overlooks down below and the ocean. You can also head down to the lower plaza with more rooms and things to check out. There's a lot of stuff to look at here at this fort.
There is a triangular staircase that you can take. It's easy to miss, but I find it kind of fun to take and it's interesting. It'll take us right up to the courtyard.
This bypasses the main stairs that we took all the way down to the lower area, and the stairs are quite steep, but it's really quite interesting and fun. There we go, we've made it back to the top.
Well, that was fun.
I'm still catching my breath though.
From the stairs.
Yeah. An hour in the fort was doable, but it did feel a little bit rushed, but now we are on to exploring Old San Juan.
I love the cobblestone streets and the beautiful painted buildings. There's little restaurants and shops along the way. Beautiful parks, big trees and monuments and churches, all to explore. Little cafes along the sidewalk, and the streets are lush with vegetation.
Hi, kitty. Hi. Oh, say hello to YouTube.
If you continue down Calle de San Juan, you would arrive at the San Juan Gate. If you were walking along the promenade by the water, this is how you would enter Old San Juan. This wall is 20 feet thick and 16 feet tall. Up in Old San Juan, the blue cobblestones are made from furnace slag and ballast of old Spanish ships. We're currently looking for Calle De La Fortaleza Street, which is known for umbrellas, butterflies, but is currently decorated in beautiful string lights.
And we're back towards the ship here. Lots of little cafes and vendors selling food through here. Really neat little square. What a great day here in San Juan.
It's been absolutely perfect. It's been warm, but there's been a breeze, so it's not too hot. It's sunny.
We're not sure how burnt we are yet.
I think we're okay.
We're okay. Lots of sunscreen, but awesome day. The forts are so much fun to visit and walk around and explore. There's lots of little shops and restaurants if you're into that sort of thing here.
And the streets are beautiful. The flowers, the plants, the colors of the buildings.
All the brick streets, yeah.
There's so much to see.
We're gonna head back to the ship and get cleaned up, and I think we're gonna head for dinner. So that's been a great day. Ooh. A quick cleanup and we're off to dinner.
Yeah, from hot and sticky, humid to kind of ready, wet hair, but close enough. It's time to go. I didn't think we'd be back on the ship tonight in time to have our regular dinner reservation time.
Yeah.
But after all that walking, like nearly 17,000 steps, my feet told me I was done.
Well, I did 18,600, so I'm not sure what shortcuts you took. I must take smaller steps.
Or maybe I sat down a little more and you did a little extra.
Or I'm wandering off. But yes, we did a lot of walking in San Juan. We went to the ports and then downtown, and we still made it back for dinner a couple minutes late.
Couple minutes, but we did pretty good. But it was quiet in the main dining room, so the Sapphire dining room.
Mm-hmm.
you could tell that a lot of people were still in port.
Yes. Yeah.
It was like the table on either side of us was empty tonight.
Yeah, so it was almost like we had a window seat even though we were one away.
It was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Actually, it was so quiet that our assistant waiter was our main waiter tonight because he only had our table and one other table to serve at the time. So he did great.
It was efficient. He did a great job.
Yeah.
It was also Caribbean night.
Yeah, they were all wearing their Caribbean. You wondered what the difference between Caribbean and Hawaiian shirt.
I think they're the same.
I think it's I think it depends where you're at the time.
Yeah, a lot of people were wearing their kind of floral print Hawaiian/Caribbean shirts,
including all the staff.
Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of couples too were wearing cute matching shirts. It was a lot of fun in there.
Yeah. So appetizers, there's quite a bit on the menu tonight. There was some delicious stuff.
I went with something completely out of my box. Normally, I do not eat tofu. I've actually been hearing about how good it is for you. That's part of the reason I went for the tofu. I think I surprised you.
Well, you finished it.
I did. So,
you clearly enjoyed it.
Yeah. So what I had was the tofu and avocado salad.
Okay.
And it came with, tomatoes, but it was in a maple soy sauce and some sesame seeds. It was very tasty. I love avocados though.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I quite enjoyed it.
Well, I know this morning you were jealous of my guacamole, so you had guacamole at lunch.
I did. That's why I got the quesadillas at lunch, so I could have guacamole. I know. Now I'm on this avocado run.
I had 2 appies. I had the Caesar salad, shocker, which was good. But my main one that I had, it wasn't huge, but it was delicious, was the Asian-style pork bao tacos. I think that's how you say it, B-A-O tacos. So that was pork, sweet chili sauce in, they called it a steamed bun, but like a flat bun.
It definitely did not look like a tortilla shell.
No.
Very different.
It was really good though. If you're on here, I would try it. It was good. Enjoyable. And then main dishes, again, there's lots of dishes to choose from on there.
A lot of spicy things on the menu tonight.
Yeah, Caribbean inspired chicken, that sort of thing. So what did you have?
Well, I went for something not spicy because I don't really love spicy. I'm a little spice sensitive. But I went with the garlic herb buttered tiger shrimp. So it came with jasmine rice and some vegetables. It was very tasty. It was good. It wasn't a huge entree, which I was okay with. So if you're like really hungry, you might want maybe another dish with it as well. I did steal your broccoli though.
You did steal my broccoli. Yeah. I had it's one of the ones that's available all week. It was the New York strip steak. So a steak, which was really good. And they asked me how I wanted it done, that sort of thing. And then it came with a baked potato with sour cream and butter, as well as they had broccoli and carrots.
I did.
Yeah.
You did eat some of the broccoli. I just saw that you may have had some left and I snagged it because I was a little bit jealous of your broccoli.
And then dessert. There was some good dessert tonight.
Well, I was torn between a few different options, but I ended up going with the warm blueberry cobbler, which came with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, it looked a lot like the apple dessert I had yesterday.
It wasn't huge, but it was quite sweet, so I was glad that it was the size that it was.
And I had the carrot cake, and I ordered a side of ice cream to go with that, which was 2 scoops, so you had some of that as well.
I may have stolen. I didn't steal just the broccoli, I also stole a little bit of ice cream.
Yeah, so the carrot cake, a nice slice of it, had cream cheese icing on it, and like a candy carrot on top.
Okay, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I was happy with it.
Everything's been good.
Yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful dinner. Tomorrow, actually, let's talk about tonight, and then we'll talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, the entertainment tonight is a little bit different because it is a later port night. So I know in the theater earlier, they were playing Wicked in the Lyric Theater. And then tonight, their show that they're doing is the Love and Marriage Game Show.
At 9:45.
Yes. So it's a little bit later, but
9:45. So there's no typical kind of 7 and 9 theater show tonight. It's that one a little bit later. We'll see if we make it.
Yeah, we have a fairly early start tomorrow in St. Thomas.
It's 8:30.
Yeah.
They're expecting to be off the ship, but by the time you get up and get ready, it's
So we're not sure yet if we'll make it. I want to go, but I also know that I need to sleep too.
We're excited about tomorrow in St. Thomas, though.
Yes.
It's we're excited to explore the port. We're hoping to get to the beach. We'll see what happens, but it's gonna be beautiful.
I'm sure. I can't wait.
We haven't actually been there before.
No,
So.
and it's one of those places I've really wanted to go to.
So, other thoughts on today? San Juan, one of my favorites.
I love San Juan. It's great. You pull up, you're right there in the city. Everything you want to do is right there. It's a wonderful port to visit.
Yeah, for sure. I like the brick streets and all that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the rest of this adventure on the Adventure of the Seas. And we're going to head to bed or maybe go to the Love and Marriage show. We'll see. But we'll see you tomorrow in St. Thomas on the Adventure of the Seas.